So today's video is about DK Oldies, and normally I talk about Android phones and Android tablets on my YouTube channel. So if you are someone out there who actually watches my stuff normally, don't worry, I will get back to Android phones and tablets in due time. But this video, it had to be made, and I have to talk about what DK Oldies did and the experience that I had with them whenever I bought an Xbox 360S from their web store. So I decided to get a new Xbox 360, and why? Well, my wife and I decided to clean and refurbish our own Xbox 360, and we ended up with a red dot of death. And I didn't really think that was possible. In fact, I only knew about the red ring, but apparently the slim model, it can get that red dot if you're not careful. So we decided, hey, let's just buy from DK Oldies, and it actually cost a very reasonable amount because we already had a power supply and controllers. So we spent about $50 and we were able to get a console that was supposed to be in acceptable condition. Of course, it was going to be cosmetically flawed, but it was supposed to be cleaned and refurbished because DK Oldies on their website, they claim to do that with every console. They actually talk about replacing the thermal paste on your console, and they even talk about the extra stuff like the little belts on the 360 disk drives. They tend to wear out and stretch out over time, and they do claim to replace those on every Xbox 360 console. So we bought it, and we were so excited to get it in the mail because we didn't do a good job cleaning ours, and we thought, hey, why not get one for 50 bucks? We don't have to waste 45 minutes cleaning another one, and that's going to be a pretty reasonable deal when you factor in it's going to cost at least 40 bucks or 35 to get one on eBay anyway. Why not spend 50, have it cleaned? We already have everything else we need. Well, whenever we ordered it, we were shocked whenever it came in the mail and it wasn't cleaned. It was actually very, very dirty, in particular around the disk drive. Now, I wish I had more video to show this off to you, and I really don't, sadly, because I didn't want to make a video like this. When I placed my order with DK Oldies, I told them that I was a content creator. And I told them that because I didn't want to make a video, I actually just wanted them to clean it and refurbish it. So instead of hiding my identity as a content creator, I told them plainly in hopes that they would just refurbish the console like they said they would. And sadly, that did not happen. I don't know why I was surprised. Whenever you look on YouTube, there's YouTubers like Jacob R, and he does a lot of video game console content, but he talked a lot and showed off a lot of stuff on his channel showing the condition of the consoles that DK Oldies would send him. Of course, I was thinking, well, maybe the pressure over time really changed a lot of their policies, and they did update their website since then. They really updated a lot of things. They put out a lot of videos showing their refurbishing process. So I thought it was for real, and I thought they would really do it. Even with Review Tech USA and other YouTubers saying that they weren't refurbishing their consoles, I thought they really would do it, especially with my little note talking about how I'm a YouTuber. Well, they did not, and I don't really know how much work they put into this first console. All I know is that whenever I opened the disk drive, there was dust that came out of the sides of the disk drive, and there was dust all on top of the disk drive. And all I have is just a couple little photos showing what I received. So I was very disappointed. But I am not a gaming channel, and again, it doesn't really benefit me for a bunch of people from gaming channels to subscribe to me. Unless you're actually going to watch Android content, well, I don't want those type of subscribers, right? Because if YouTube recommends Android videos to you and you don't watch them, then I'm going to look bad in the algorithm, and that's just sort of how it's going to work. So I would rather just have subscribers that like my content normally. So yeah, I didn't want to make a video about this, but I had to, because whenever I contacted DK Oldies, of course it's the holidays, it took them a little bit of time to respond, but eventually I got through an email. It took about 2 days, and I also called them on the phone that day, and I did get through as well. And they told me they would replace my Xbox 360. I didn't have to ship it to them first. They would actually ship another one to me first, and then I would just have to ship the other one back. And that's a very good way to do business, by the way, so props to them. They do have a 1-year warranty, and I really do believe they take care of their customers, at least with some of these warranty things. The problem is, and really the only problem I have with DK Oldies, is that they claim to refurbish and clean their consoles, and they don't. So I decided to ship my console back to them, And they told me for some reason it would take about 4 days. And why? Because they wanted to double check my console. A normal person that orders on their website, they normally get their order shipped the next day. Even on like the Christmas season, I got my order shipped the next day. And most people, they get their orders shipped within like 1 to 2 days, no problem. But I had to wait like 4 days. And why? Well, they promised me and told me over the phone that they really like to double check all their consoles, especially when there's an issue before. They want to make sure they are paying extra attention to make sure they take care of any issues so that I don't have to worry about any of this anymore. So at this point, I was definitely expecting them to actually clean the console. And why is that? Well, they know I'm a YouTuber now. I've told them over the phone again. I told them again, I don't want to make a video about this. This isn't in my niche. I just want a proper console sent to me. And even people like Austin Evans have made videos about the consoles that DK Oldies has sent him. And even he would say that it wasn't really a great deal. And I would say some of the prices are overpriced and some are actually very, very reasonably priced. But I do expect them to clean their consoles. And once again, when I got my replacement, of course they used the post office, which has taken forever during the holidays, but it finally got here. And what did I find on my second console? I found a bunch of glitter on the inside of the console. I found gunk that was all around the fan. And that leads me to one of two conclusions. Number one, DK Oldies isn't refurbishing anything. They're cleaning out some of these cheaper consoles, and I do want to remind you, maybe they do actually refurbish some other things that are more expensive. But I'm guessing a $50 console that you're selling that takes like 45 minutes to clean, you're paying an employee like 15, 20 bucks to clean that, and then you're shipping it out for like 15 bucks. That's about 35 bucks right there, right? You're selling it for 50, and you had to buy the console from someone else. You get where I'm going with this? That is a losing business model. They're probably losing money on it. So I get partially why they wouldn't want to clean it, right? I get why an Xbox 360 in particular, with how tough it is to take apart, I get why they wouldn't want to do it. Well, if you don't want to do it, post on your website and say, we are not cleaning this console. We are cleaning it out with compressed air, and that's it. But they don't say that. On their website, they say that they are refurbishing their consoles, that they are replacing thermal paste, that they are cleaning them very, very good. And what did I get in the mail? Again, around the fan, it was disgusting. So maybe they cleaned it with compressed air. Maybe they even did replace the thermal paste. Maybe they just get on the inside, they go straight to the thermal paste, and after that they put it together, they blow it out with compressed air and call it a day. And they don't even bother using the toothbrushes that they show in their videos. They don't really bother actually cleaning anything with any special ingredients like they show in their videos. Maybe they're just trying to do it as fast as possible, otherwise their business is losing money. And I get that. Well, if that's gonna be what you do, you're gonna have to raise your prices to like 100 bucks and then actually refurbish your consoles, or you're gonna have to change what you say in your description and just be honest about it. I'm so tired of them getting called out, and then they make these videos, and on their videos, they make a lot of claims and a lot of promises. And whenever they get criticized, they typically, instead of responding directly, they would make a video like pretending like they actually do the right thing and say, oh, I accidentally ripped a video game. Well, I gave that customer a bunch of money or took care of them, or, oh, we made a mistake, so we gave them 20% off. Did they offer me 20% off? No. Did they take money off my order? No. Did they overnight ship me my console whenever it really messed up? No. Even though they claim to do this around the holidays for people who really care about their consoles, they didn't offer me a single thing over the phone. They did offer me some nice kindness, and the lady over the phone that I talked to multiple times was super nice, but they did not offer me anything. They did not offer me anything but a exchange or just a refund if I ship it back to them. And that's fine, I guess, but my point is it's not what they show in their videos. In their videos online, they show that if there's an issue, they normally take care of it, and they throw in a little bit something extra, or they give you a little bit of an extra refund. And in their videos, they show themselves refurbishing consoles. And on their website, they promise that. My problem is not with DK Oldies and their pricing. I think a lot of their pricing is really good, like I've demonstrated here with the console I bought. I even bought a Nintendo Wii, and my Nintendo Wii actually came in good condition. For a lot of their consoles without power supplies and all those other things, I think they're actually priced pretty well. And there's a lot of games on their website. If they're older games for the 360, they'll charge like $2 for it. If you buy it on eBay, you might have to pay $3 plus $3 or $4 shipping. If you try to buy other games like sports games, those are going to be a great deal. And sometimes, like I saw for Super Mario 64, they had that game for a while for like $40. Yes, it was the cosmetically flawed version or whatever, but it was $40. And if you looked at GameStop, they had it for about $37 or $38. You look on eBay, it was right around that price too. So they were priced right there with GameStop and eBay, but they're offering a 1-year warranty. I don't have a problem with their prices. And if I was DK Oldies, if I only had like 1 or 2 games in stock for a very, very popular game, I would probably raise the heck out of that price until I got more stock in. That's just really, really good business. So yeah, if you're looking for a popular game, one day it may be up there in price. The next day it might be down. But if you buy from DK Oldies, I will say, you just have to be very careful what you're buying. Look at the prices on eBay, look at GameStop, and then make an educated decision. For me, there were some consoles on there and there were some games that were actually really, really reasonable, but that's not my problem. My problem isn't their pricing. It's not their customer service, even though it's not exactly what they claim. My only problem is that they claim to refurbish, they claim to do cleaning, and they don't. Maybe they did the thermal paste. I'm not even gonna open it up at this point to figure it out, because who cares, right? I'm gonna send it back. It's clear that they're sending out dirty consoles, right? That's why I'm not having a ton of B-roll here. It's clear that they're sending out consoles with a bunch of dust in their disk drives. And it's clear that they're sending out consoles with a bunch of dust and dirt and gunk and glitter even around their fans. And what's really sad is when I told them all that, and I was really disgusted. The second time I called them, I told them all of that. And what did they say? They did not say, well, why don't we send you a free game to make it up to you? Maybe they say that they'll send me a replacement console. They're gonna guarantee that they clean it to the T. They're gonna make sure that it's extra, extra clean. And not only that, they're gonna give me a first-party controller and throw something in, and hopefully I'll consider them again. I would expect that, especially with all the stuff they claim on their website. But they didn't do that. They just said, well, you can ship it back to us, you can get a refund, or we can exchange it again. One of the two. So I said, I'm done. I'm not ordering a third console from DK Oldies. I'm not gonna order a third Xbox 360 from you guys. I ordered a Wii, the Wii was fine, and I'm sure that's because it's really not getting that dirty, it's just a Wii. But when it comes to something like an Xbox 360, it's hard to clean, and I just cannot in a good conscience recommend DK Oldies. Even if all these people make videos, and there's pressure year after year, video after video after video, I still don't think they're refurbishing their consoles, and that is so bad that I had to make this video. Again, I do not cover this type of content. I didn't want to make this video. There's nothing in me that says, let me go outside of my niche, right? If you don't like a Galaxy tablet like the Tab S9 or the Tab S10 Plus, if you don't like any of those things, if you don't like Lenovo tablets, and I cover almost every tablet that's available in America, if you don't like those things, well, you're probably not gonna like my channel, and it's probably not gonna benefit me to even make this video. But I still wanted to make this video because it is disgusting how they are still lying to their customers. And I get it, if it happened once, it could have been a mistake. The fact that it happened twice and I was told to wait for like 4 days, wait 4 days while they try to make sure they get this right. And then I get a glitter console with gunk all in it. It's disgusting that a company like that has these type of practices. And it's disgusting that they get away with it. So I had to make this video to call out DK Oldies because their behavior is disgusting. And I hope we can really call them out once and for all. Hopefully this video has helped you out. If it has, please subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot. As long as you like Android content, and please follow along because I'm going to be covering a lot of Android phones and Android tablets, and every once in a while I actually have a mini PC I want to cover soon, so I will cover some off and on different things, but I'm going to be covering a lot of tablet content soon and a lot of awesome smartphones. There's a lot of great phones coming out, even in the month of January, I know, so stay tuned to my channel. I've actually got some early access to some phones, and I'll be talking about those actually fairly soon. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I really, really hope, even if you ordered from DK Oldies, and even if you're mad like me, I really still hope you have a tremendous week.